A poor dog fell down a 100-foot cliff and suffered injuries. The team of rescuers was quick to respond. The name of this guy is Yogi, and he suffered a fractured spine, rib, and eye injuries from the fall. But he was so happy to be saved. The vet said that Yogi's going to make a full recovery and will be able to run like he could before. Get well soon, sweet Yogi.
I'm not going to be able to swim for much longer. Here you go. Here you go. No. Well, you gotta let me help you.
Sam the dog was chasing the bunny, and this poor bunny jumped into a pool to hide. The dog owner started to rescue him. At first, he called the rabbit to swim up the stairs. After that, he used a net. The man pulled out the wet bunny from the pool. The guy was very tired. He's trying to be very smart and run away from Sam the dog. This poor fallow deer had gotten into a bit of a tangle in some netting. The guy was tangled really badly, especially his antlers. He was bleeding.
Tell me when you got him collared.
Right, I've got the antlers.
Do I come and try and cut now or not?
Moreover, he was so stressed out that the team had to hold him tight. He wanted to hit people around him with his antlers. They tried to stop the fallow deer from going through, but he was fighting like crazy. After realizing, the deer got a confused pause for a few seconds and then rushed away into the woods. That was probably one of the most difficult rescues for this team. This couple went out and went fishing and ended up rescuing a bird. The man noticed a bird that looked very strange.
Yeah, I can see it now. He's all tangled up in fish line.
Looked like she was hurt. She just dove underwater. It looked like she got a fish line hung up on her. The man caught her to get that fish line off. Look at that poor baby. After some minutes, with some effort, the birdie was saved. We hope and pray for her to live a good, long life.
Hold on. Here he goes. We're putting him back. He's all free. There he goes.
This lonely kitty wouldn't stop following these people home. After picking him up, people noticed this poor thing was missing a leg. Also, he was covered in fleas and exhausted. This family took the kitten to the vet immediately and scheduled surgery to close up his wound. Everyone meet Tipsy, a new member of this lovely family. This strong and kind man managed to rescue a baby deer. The poor baby got into a drain. It was hard to free the deer, but the man did it. The baby was crying so desperately, but was finally saved and returned to mom. A rescue team was told about a small dog dumped on the roadside out of the city. Rescuers couldn't find her for a long time, so they decided to come back the next day. Finally, they found her. Look at those scared eyes. This dog has been with humans before. She's not wild, just doesn't trust people. What bad could this dog do to people? The vet told them that it's a girl and she's 2 years old, and most likely she gave birth to puppies a few times. Rescuers named her Nayusha. She is so sweet and gentle. From a very scared dog, Nayusha turns into a friendly, playful, and cheerful baby. Very soon, a wonderful family from Italy adopted Nayusha. This poor coyote fell into a fishing pool. He pressed himself to the corner of the pool, trying not to drown. Rescuers tied a rope around his head and pulled him up. It was hard for every member of the mission. But it was also a challenge to take this rope out. This guy was so scared. He wasn't used to being around humans. After being released from the rope, he rushed away out into the wildlife. So the story has a happy ending. More trouble after chasing. The sheep was chased by a dog on a seawell and got stuck in mud. The surface was very soft. It was muddy. The plan was to insert the rope underneath and try to pull her out. The ground was too soft and slippery. Still need more wood. The sheep's weight was about 100 to 120 kilograms, plus the sticky mud, so lots of strength was needed. It was a really hard mission. And finally, success! Now she is reunited with her friends and sheep family. This is short, but such a heartwarming story. People noticed this kitty hitchhiker on the road. He was totally alone, abandoned, and scared. So people adopted him, and now he got his forever home and a loving family, and even a cat friend. Kind people found a homeless puppy on a highway. It was raining. He's such a good boy. He shouldn't be a stray dog. These people couldn't leave him and took him home. Now look at that happy baby. This story is very similar to the previous one, but the dog was in much worse condition. The puppy looked terrible on the street. He looked really starving. People took him home. Now he's clean, well-fed, and happy. We are so glad for him. This deer got stuck in a fence. Look at the awkward position this poor fellow is in. Luckily, the guy did not sustain any additional injuries after being stuck. His legs were falling asleep though because he was up for so long. The deer stayed lying on the grass until his legs returned to normal. Happy trails, beautiful deer. This rescuer had never seen a dog in such rough shape before. The poor fellow was emaciated. You could see every bone in his body. He didn't have much fur. It really seemed like each step he took, it was incredibly painful for him. The kind woman took him home. At home, he almost seemed lifeless. He was terrified. But there was some hope in his eyes. The rehab had started. The first moment when he walked towards the toy box was such a special moment. He was looking so strong and happy. His new owners really started to see a change in his energy levels. This beagle could barely walk when he was pulled from the shelter. Now he races up the stairs like a puppy to his mom. Look at him now. This is the magic of love. Wow, such adorable stories about poor animals being saved. Do you have the same story from your life? Share in the comments. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel. See you.